If you found me here, you have probably already heard about how important meditation is to any spiritual practice and developing your intuition. But when I first started, I kept meditating and nothing was happening. So I am going to break down exactly why and how this works. And make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to take the ambiguity out of this, share with you exactly the type of meditation that will work for you, and the step-by-step method to meditate to see results. Intuition taps into your body, your mind, however it's coming through to you in such a mild way. It's sometimes really hard to either hold on to or to actually understand that something is happening, that your intuition is actually speaking to you. And so that leads me to number one, which is focus. Meditation builds your ability to focus. We are bombarded all day long, every single day with our phones, with a to-do list of things we got to get done and the demands of our day-to-day life. And it is intense. And by meditating, it quiets all of that outside stuff and creates this ability to focus. And that is the number one reason why meditation helps with spiritual development, because it allows you, when you are tapping into your intuition, to be able to grab on and focus enough to be able to identify those intuitive hits that are coming through. If your mind isn't trained in focusing, then you are going to miss 95% of the hits coming through from your intuition. And when you meditate, that focus gets so honed in and over long periods of time. So as you continue meditating, you maintain that practice every single day over weeks and months and years. That focus intensifies and you will find such an improvement in your mind. Number two is energy sensitivity. As you start to get quiet and go within, which is ultimately what meditation does, you'll start to feel the little shifts in energy in your body. And when you're meditating and you're focusing in your meditation practice, you'll start to just become aware of all of the energy, that separation between what your energy is and what all of the other energy is. And granted, it's all intertwined and energy is fluid. That distinction and understanding of energy is very powerful. So if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I came out a couple months ago saying I fell off the meditation bandwagon. When I began my spiritual awakening process, it was like over a decade ago. Meditation was the first thing I did because I wanted to develop my intuition and everybody said you have to meditate. So I started meditating every day, and wow, did it change a lot of aspects that I couldn't actually see at the time, but looking back, I could see it. And as life got busier and busier and running around with the kids and working and all of those demands with our lives got in the way, and slowly but surely I started not meditating. So a couple months ago, it's like, okay, got to get back at it. I know it's important and I know there are benefits, so I need to get back at it. And so now with my fresh perspective, all of these benefits kind of came rushing back. So here's what you are also going to enjoy. Exhaustion. Do you ever feel like you are just so tired all the time? You could sleep 8 hours and you get up and you do your stuff and you get the kids to school and you go to work and you come home and you cook dinner, you clean, and you are just running on empty all the time. Once you start meditating, that completely goes away. The amount of energy you have is unimaginable when you've been in that state of exhaustion for so long. The other thing I found is that I used to need to take a nap sometimes, especially on the weekend. I would enjoy an afternoon nap. If I meditate for 10 or 15 minutes, that completely re-energizes me more than that nap did. Number two, mental clarity. When you can't find the right words to pop out of your mouth, or you can't remember where you put the keys, or you knew you had to do something, make a call to somebody, and you just can't remember what it was. You walk into the room and you can't remember why you went in there. Meditation helps a lot with this. And I feel like since I got back on that meditation bandwagon, I've been meditating every day. I don't have those moments anymore, which is awesome. Emotional balance is a big one for me, and this is one of the reasons why I came to terms with the fact I wasn't meditating, because I was getting frustrated at every little thing. The dishes in the sink, having to cook dinner, and just getting bogged down and over emotional about all these simple things that are just part of life and actually can be pretty enjoyable. Meditation helps even that out, stabilizes that emotion. Next, we have improved sleep. Sleep is so important to be able to function, especially when you have so many commitments and responsibilities. But when you start your meditation practice, you're going to see a huge shift in your sleep quality too. The ability to fall asleep, the ability to stay asleep, and getting good quality sleep. And this last one, I don't know if it's a proven benefit of meditation, but for me, I noticed I was having headaches frequently. A few times a week, I was having headaches, and it was bothering me, of course, as headaches bother everybody. And as I built my meditation practice back up, my headaches started to go away, which I was so happy about, because, of course, that creates so much better quality life when you don't have that nagging thing going on in your head. So as I promised, let me tell you exactly how you are going to start meditating. And there are lots of different kinds of meditation, but obviously we want to build our intuitive abilities, and focus is a very important piece of that. So we are going to do a focused meditation type. And I have found, as I was starting to develop my own meditation, if I started with 2 minutes or 5 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with, it's a lot easier to start seeing those benefits, building up a routine to then start increasing it as you go. So maybe even like the first week you do 5 minutes, and then the next week you do 7 minutes, and then the next week you do 10 minutes, to slowly build that up and build it into your routine and schedule. The biggest game changer for me when starting my meditation practice was position. So many times you see people sitting cross-legged like this, and to me that is so uncomfortable. I could not meditate like that, and that was what was deterring me. So I just get into a comfortable position. I have a recliner, and I just sit back, or even on this couch, and like just kind of get comfortable so I'm not sitting straight. And I know there are a lot of benefits energetically, that the energy is free to move up and down your spine. But if you are just laying down, I have found you get the same benefits. So get comfortable, but not so comfortable that you're going to fall asleep, because obviously if you're sleeping, you're not meditating and getting that focus benefit. So don't get so comfortable, kind of balance it out. But sitting back, so my back is like a little bit more relaxed, helped me a lot. And I don't need to do that. I just kind of relax. Sometimes I put my hands over my heart, but I normally just get in a comfortable position and relax. Then you're just going to focus on your breath. As you take a breath in and take a breath out, you're just taking your mind and linking it with your breath. So you're just aware as you breathe in and out. And every meditator experiences this. Your mind is going to wander. It will wander. Don't beat yourself up. Every single one of us has this issue. And the whole point of meditation is to just gently bring it back. When you realize you're thinking about that list of 25 things you got to do that day, just bring it back to your breath. Or when the dog is barking in the background, hear that the dryer is done with the laundry, just acknowledge it and bring it back to the breath. And you're just going to do that, focusing in on that breathing and bringing your mind back for that set period of time. And I do always set an alarm, because obviously I can't meditate all day. I got things to do. So I set my alarm, I get comfortable, and I focus on my breath. And then building it into your routine, attach it to something. So for me, I like to meditate first thing when I wake up in the morning, or you could set it with your lunch break, or just set an alarm on your phone. But the best thing to do is meditate at the same time every single day. Build it into your schedule so it's a non-negotiable, and everything else that's going on in life doesn't take over. So now you got meditation down. This is going to make doing the intuition exercises a lot more fun, a lot more easier as you've built that focus. So I've got a great one for you to watch here. Check this one out.